This is Teamarr. The name of the song is Wasted. The premise of this video is basically a woman and a man live together, and basically the woman is tired of her man's, and every time something happens that kind of pisses her off, she kind of wishes she was in a different life. The song itself is about escapism. I wouldn't say it's drug abuse, but it does border on that, but I mean, she's just drinking tea. It's what's in the tea that's very special. But you never see anything else. To begin, we shot it, most of it on a Steadicam. My boy Nathan was the Steadicam operator. I composed the shots with the director, and we came up with a bunch of different angles for a small apartment that we were shooting in. Right off the bat, we wanted to give this feel that it was a little bit surreal. You don't know what difference between, you know, reality and her imagination is. As you can see, this glow on the camera around here. This is a Hollywood black magic that I put on the lens. This is a filtration that basically softens the light and also removes blemishes on the face. It's great for female talent because they love having, you know, nice smooth skin. When you're facing a light, it creates this like bloom effect on the talent's face. So that one spin right there, that was Steadicam. We kind of like spin from behind her to in front of her.
Instead, I'm laying with you. I could have had me a bait, throw me a bag every day, but I'm here wasted with you.
And then this shot right here with her and him, this is also, I think that we shot that on handheld just to get the quicker shots, because, you know, moving from a Steadicam into that orientation was very hard.
Throw me a bag every day, but I'm here wasted with you.
This shot, the zooming in shot, we did do a zoom in, and we also had a probe lens.
Hi, I'm Bleed Blue. Welcome to my channel. If I keep popping up on your recommendeds, or if you're just new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe as it helps the channel grow. Thank you.
We did a shot where we zoomed in just to his face, as much as our lens would allow us, and then there is a magical cut inside here where we cut to the probe lens, where it's a lot closer to his eyes, and we're able to get that really close up. We're also shooting I believe 6K. It was, yeah, we shot it with my Komodo, my red Komodo. There was 6K footage which you could zoom into and create the shot.
I could have stayed in my lane, but I pulled up on you. I could have came up real rich, 7 figs with 3 kids.
That shot right there where she looks up and the camera tilts up, all of that was Steadicam action. The camera would move around then, and then every time she would take the pills, it would tilt up. That tilt up is a transition to be able to get to the next scene, which is her imagination.
But I keep coming your way. I could have been just finessing, collecting them checks, and blowing stacks like, bitch, you got it, you might as well cash it on my Meghan Markle.
For this scene, she's imagining that she's having a different life with a female partner. And for this one, to be able to sell more that is a dream, we kind of desaturated a little of their background. Even though one of them is wearing a green shirt, you could look at the plant in the background. It's desaturated to be able to give it that effect.
Cash it on my Meghan Markle instead of Meg with no sparkles. Whoa, 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 whoa. I could have been on my grind.
For this shot, this is the probe lens coming in clutch again. We had that hourglass was like basically the size of this Sharpie. It was super small, maybe a little bit bigger because it's thicker, but when we zoom into this, it you know, it makes it look like it's huge. The grain of sands that are falling down, that was my favorite thing, because they kind of like sparkle at the top, and as they trickle down, the light inside the glass is refracted in a way where it kind of creates this rainbow down here. One of my favorite shots.
I could have been on my grind, but I'm here wasted with you.
she dreams of a different life, but realizes that, you know, wherever she goes, she can't run away from her problems.
Cause I like wasted with you. I like wasted with you. On a time.
And that was another Steadicam transition where we go from, you know, one side of her to the other.
Wasted with you. I like wasted with you.
And she's in a different scene. We're back in the beginning scene. She came down, if you want to call it that. And now she's in reality.
On a town on your bicycle, motor bicycle, no top down, fuck convertible, but somehow we roll, blowing A's every night, you know.
She put something in her tea, and here we go with another Steadicam transition.
Night, you know, summer nights we
Something
blow.
up.
When it ends, I refuse to go. Cause
And in the other scene, we utilize that transition to also tilt up from the scene. That's how you create that smooth transition. Everything as far as transitions, you have to plan it ahead of time to be able to execute it properly and have notes from the editor or whoever's editing. Or if you've done this kind of effect before, you already kind of understand what kind of camera movement you have to do to be able to have a smooth transition. It's not just like, oh, I'm just going to fix it in post. Every time you say that, you're going to lose money and you're going to lose time.
summer nights we blow. When it ends, I refuse to go. Cause I'm used to you. I could have been.
So this shot right here, this reality, her imagination is she's in a different life. She has a man's now, and she has a daughter. This light right here, it's supposed to be the sun, but it's not. It's I believe is 600D. We had it just outside the frame to just give this nice little edge on him and on her whenever we do the reverse.
Used to you. I could have been just
And you get this nice little lens flare over here.
finessing, collecting them checks and blowing stacks like bitch, you got it. You might as well cash it on my man.
And same thing over here. Basically, this house was beautiful. It's in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and it had this really big backyard where and these huge windows. We were able to put lights outside in the backyard to light them and edge them out right here. At least for me, the way I like to light and the way I like to position my cameras is have a light source from the far side, and the camera is always on the shadow side. That will give a dimension on the face. And then in her reverse, you do the same thing, but in her reverse, because she's a female, they like to have a lot of diffusion. I believe for her shot, we had two lights outside through the diffusion to be able to get this nice wraparound. And also, because of their darker skin tones, you have to have more fill light in the room to be able to compensate for the amount of light you're blasting from one side. So that way, in post, you can control it a little bit more.
Bag with no sparkles. Whoa, 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 whoa. I could have been on my grind, but I'm here wasted with you. I keep on wasting my time.
And again, she dreams of a perfect reality, but then, you know, her time runs out and she realizes that there is no such thing as perfection. The man that she's dreaming of is an alcoholic, even though he cares about his daughter, doesn't really pay much attention to her.
Cause I like wasted with you. Sip it.
Again, the transition, we go from one side of her in one scene, we do a full 360 around her, and then we do the full 360 on this other scene. That way you were able to match cut it. You have to go in the same directions in different scenes. These are two completely different days we shot these scenes.
Up, roll it up, puff it down. Lay up in a cut it up, blow the crowd down. Sip it up, roll it up, puff it.
This house was the director's house. This area right here barely had light, so we had to always be this is like the kitchen too. We had to be bouncing light to the ceiling because of the wide angles that we were choosing to be able to capture him back here and, you know, capture her business. Business means the things that they're doing with their hands. You know, an actor goes and picks up a Sharpie. The business is he goes and picks up the Sharpie. Same thing over here. Her business is picking up and organizing her clothes. We needed to capture that, and we needed to capture his reaction to it. So we opted for wider lenses to be able to tell that story, which limited us on places where we can hide light. So what I ended up doing is having a light kind of off a frame on this side, and then I was aiming it up and to the white ceiling, and thankfully the white ceiling was maybe like 2 to 3 feet above her, maybe a little bit more. I think yeah, maybe like 3 feet, and then it will come down and cascade down and give her this beautiful edge over here.
Up, roll it up, cuff it down. Lay up in the cut it up, roll it down, down. I'm wasted on you.
It's cool because it also relays the feeling of staying stuck in the same place. Yeah. Honestly, around this time, I was also really stuck in the same place. I felt like I was doing, you know, it was Groundhog's Day, doing the same thing over and over again. That was the music video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was one of the coolest music videos I've had to do so far, because we were mostly on the steady cam all around, shooting in this house, trying to get all the shots and trying to combine a couple of shots. So you had to think, how am I able to get multiple shots in one movement? And you realize that it's a bit of a dance, but it's a cool little dance that you have to practice and figure out.